Welcome back to another ComIT story. Today I have Bhumika Patel, who took our .NET course in 2020, and we're going to have her just talk a little bit about her experience and her story. So welcome, Bhumika.
Thank you, Jasmine.
So tell me a little bit about where you're currently working and what your position is.
Actually, I'm currently working in Canpotex, and I'm working at the position of a business information developer.
Awesome. So before taking the ComIT course, did you have any previous experience or education in IT?
Yes, I was working at my home country in IT. I was working as a web developer, but what I'm working currently right now is totally different from my past experience. So I must say this ComIT has helped me a lot to land my first job in Canada.
Awesome. Yeah, there can definitely be a difference in technologies from one country to another. And sometimes it's a bit of a shock when you've been working in one space in another country and then coming to Canada, things are a bit different. So it's really awesome to hear that the ComIT course was able to help you put on that track and be able to help you connect with that job. So good to
Yes.
know.
Yeah.
So what were you doing before you started the ComIT course? Were you working? Were you studying? Were you unemployed?
Actually, I was actively searching job in IT field only, but during that time, I got the job in like a basic job, so I started like my job. But during that job also, I was actively searching for IT field jobs.
Awesome. Perfect. So I guess maybe you could touch a little bit on that. So that job you were working before, or I guess during the ComIT course, was it like kind of just something for Canadian experience? Is that what you were doing? Was it a fast food or retail job? What were you doing before?
Yeah, so I was working in a retail, I was working in Walmart, so fashion in the fashion department as a fashion associate. So yes, so it's like a different Canadian experience, whatever I'm working for from right now. But yeah, I'm glad to get that experience also.
Definitely. There's a lot of transferable skills you can take from all kinds of jobs like that. So even if it is retail or fast food or a different industry, there's different skills like, communication and teamwork and things like that that you learn and you pick up and you bring to those next positions,
Yeah,
especially if you want to go into IT. So
yeah,
awesome
yeah,
to hear.
definitely, yeah.
So what did you do to find your job in IT? I know that's kind of a loaded question, but there's so many different things that I know we talk about with the students and grads such as yourself, but what are some of the steps that you took to secure that job at Canpotex? Was it, working on your resume, learning new technologies? Tell me a little bit about that.
Yes, I will start with this course only because was whatever I was working in the past. So that is a different technology. Like as a web developer, that is totally different from. We were not using this .NET C Sharp there, but I have learned this new technology and I added that in my resume. So it like I have good content to put in my resume, and also this ComIT project also helped me a lot to improve my resume. So these are things like I was doing. Like before it, I was not knowing that the project is very important for our resume, like for IT field. Yes. So definitely, I was missing there. The putting some projects over there.
Awesome. Good to know. I know there's so many different things that we try and, working on your resume, the networking, cover letter, working on the projects, learning new technologies. There's so much that can go into it. So it's really awesome to hear from your experience, kind of what helped you get into that next step. So I guess kind of to sum it up, what would you say is like the key factor of success in finding your job after the ComIT course? What do you think kind of set you apart from the other applicants or just made it so you were able to get that call for that interview? Was it the project? Was it taking the ComIT course?
Actually, there are multiple things like ComIT course, C sharp in the like that is a market demand, and I really like that ComIT is offering those courses which are demanded in the currently in the market, and so it helps me a lot to get job in C sharp field. Yes, in IT field.
Perfect. So what would you recommend to the current ComIT students for their job search and for finding work after the course? What would be your kind of key pieces of advice to tell the students right now?
Um, Actually, during when I was working, when I was when I had taken the committee course at the time, I was working also, and we had so many other responsibilities also, like working, and at the same time we have to study new skills and new technology when we're learning. It's kind of frustrating, but I would just give the message to the committee student that don't give up, because if you won't give up, it will, it will, you will reach up to somewhere. Yes, if you will give up, you will not reach anywhere. Yeah.
I love that. Well, thank you so much, Bhumika, for sharing your words of advice and wisdom now as you're on the other side of being employed and you've found that job and you've taken the course and you've had that success. And I love that message at the end is just don't give up, because if you give up, you don't know where you could have went. And when you
Yeah.
don't give up and you keep persisting and you keep on going, you can open up so many doors.
Yes, I just wanted to tell one more thing here, that you may need to struggle like a caterpillar, but but which will help you, to fly like a beautiful butterfly tomorrow. So do not give up. Yes.
I love that. Thank you again, Bhumika, for taking time out of your day to come speak with us.
Thank you. Thank you, Jesslyn.